Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over the Barbarian class event. Class challenge, power up your hero's class Barbarian. Defeat enemy champions to gain bonus class champion XP. We'll be doing that amongst other things. Tower of Doom, Underspire. Probably that's about it. Something like that. We'll see. But let me set the stream up here. I'll put a chapter in so you can skip all this nonsense. And yeah, my laptop's being slow today, or I would have been on here sooner. Probably like 25 minutes ago. That's how slow it was being. It wants to do an update, I think, but I know that will take forever and not help anything because it's already a piece of junk. Like an update's not going to help. What's up, Mark? How's it going, man? Setting her up right now. Just waiting on this laptop. It takes forever. I think I'm gonna do stuff on the screen while we wait. Alright, get my tribute. Always fun. One thing I was doing that I want to tell you guys about, which is probably a well-known thing, but you know the kingdom track with your daily tasks? It's kind of, you know, like right here it says, use deeds to level up your kingdoms beyond 10. So this is tailored to your account. The first one I think isn't. The second one here is. And it's trying to give me deeds of stone because it wants me to level up brown kingdoms. Like there's a brown kingdom out there that needs, of course, like everybody needs brown deeds. But it's doing that because I have a kingdom that needs them. So like yesterday I had... it wanted to give me ingots for Divinian Fields because it thought that I needed them because I hadn't upgraded my weapons yet. Which is a thing, man. Like I was saying, like I'm not going to upgrade my weapons until I'm going to do this other thing. But I have enough now to where I might as well go ahead and do it so that I quit getting these daily Kingdom Track offers. So the game doesn't know that I'm just choosing not to do it. It thinks that, oh, he's not doing it because he doesn't have enough ingots or something. Even though it could check and see that I have enough ingots, but it's not that smart. So I went ahead and leveled those weapons in Divinian Field, so I would never see that one again. Maybe as an in-game player, that's something you could do. Like here, I can't do anything about this, and I want to see deed offers. So that's part of it. Like I'm getting rid of Divinian Field's ingot offers by upgrading all my weapons so it knows that I don't need them. And now I'll never see that one again, so it takes that one out of the rotation, and I can see other ones that I actually want. So just a little tip there for in-game players that are looking for certain offers to do certain kingdom level and power things. Putting on the thumbnail. It's not a great one today, but it is one. We got Barbarian class event. Alright, so I'm not going to buy those. I'm just buying green right now. I might buy all of them here in the near future, but at the moment I'm still just buying green. I want to get Nightweaver to 100 and my 2 factions to 500, and then I'm going to start buying every deed and metal offer I see after that. But for now, still working on those other things. What would be next? We're going to do the class event. So, Barbarian. Let me get over here. Still working on the back end. Kind of doing both at the same time. Gems of War live streams. No, I'm not AI. There's some tags. Still haven't figured out how to do this, like make it default to American English and stuff like that. Like I'm always going to be speaking American English. Gems of War, except for when I'm going doo-doo-doo. Stupid dummy. Is that American English? I don't know. We got Anita here. We got Rain Man. I think I'm going to start doing a thing, and I'm just going to put it in the pinned comment. I'm not even going to talk about it, but I'm going to start doing a thing. Okay, here's the ads. We're going to turn them down. We know how to do this now. So I'm going to do manual at a set frequency, and I think it's fair to do every 18 minutes. Which I think is way better than what YouTube would do. So, bang. And back here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I think I got everything ready to go. I just gotta jump into the chat. Alright, jump into the chat. Let's see. Live. Refresh. Alright, so what do we got here? Barbarian, defeat the champions to power up this class. I still do these. I know some people don't, but it's similar to the Tuesday faction event, except for not as good, but still kind of worth it. It depends how quickly you can get it done, for real. Let's start looking at some of the options as I wait for my laptop to load. Tyrion Shark, Rain Man, how's everybody doing? Man, you see Tacit's down to 1 day streaming? I don't know if that's... How many streamer... Yeah. I'm like the only OG streamer left. I mean, no, anyway. You know what I'm gonna say. But, I think I'm gonna do low-level team first here. Let's just do the high level. Of course, it's Eye of Argus, triple Eye of Argus. If you have access to everything, I think you would go... Probably... Do we want mana generation, or do we just want damage? Probably gonna go... Ruby Weapon. This is our high-level team. We have access to everything in the game. We're not holding back at all. So we're using everything we can. Let's do this. Class would be... probably just Titan. You could level a class, though, but... I'm looking to try to get up the weapon and cast it and win and get this over with as soon as possible, so... Banner, we got a whole bunch of brown. And then red. Double brown, red. Minus... Can we do that? Yes, purple. We got the bear banner. Alright, so that's going to be my high-level team if you want a little sneak peek. A little peeping Tom. Here's Johnny. Alright, there's the live stream. Refresh this. Are we going to have a double-digit first chapter today, or a single-digit? I'm working on it. Hit the like, please. It's one thing you can do while you wait. Hit the like. Don't jump the turnstile. Don't be a train surfer. The train's been sitting there. Don't graffiti all over the side of it. It does go somewhere sometimes. We don't need all that on the... We don't need a big wiener drawn on the side of our train. Come on now. Stop doing that. That's disgusting, you pervert. Drawing a wiener on the side of the train. Who did that? Somebody should clean that up. Let's see. My chat will not load. There it is. Alright. Live chat. Mark Anita Rain Man Tyrion. What's up? Alright, I'm not gonna set a goal. The goal doesn't work. Like we aren't built for the goal. We're more gifters, which I think is way cooler. But I'm gonna do something here. That is not what I wanted to do. What happened? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Is that what I wanted to do? Something's wrong with my chat. There it is. Okay, I guess I'm doing that. It's just not popping up on my screen. And now my laptop's all black. Cool. Alright, let's just do a fight. Here's the team code. Oops. Come on, man. I'm pushing all the wrong buttons today. Alright, so there's team code for if you have everything in the game. I just got a black screen on my laptop right now. We're talking about maybe getting a new one for, you know, around tax time. So just put up with me for another couple months. Once we get taxes, we'll get a new laptop, because I'm tired of complaining about it, and I'm sure y'all are tired of hearing about it, so. Remember that your team code will say invalid for the weapon, but it's not true. You can still paste in the I know you can't, like, copy-paste it from my screen here, but... So I guess it doesn't matter for us, but if you're copy-pasting another person's team code over into your thing. Like, if it says invalid, it's fine. That's just some glitch they still haven't fixed in the game. Alright, let me put this chapter in so people can skip all that. 0000. Barbarian. Start / high level. At the 1030. Nasty. That's nasty. This laptop's just being nasty today. Nasty fart. A little wet fart stinker. Leaving a streak in its undies. Alright, nice. Starting the train. Thank you so much, Chad and Mark there. So I'll keep it up to date here. We're 4 out of 20. For an extra 30 minutes. Alright, so we want to get up the ruby weapon, but also take skulls, I guess. It's kind of a weird thing. It's like, if I shoot off the ruby weapon, they're all dead. If I take skulls, they die one at a time, but we kind of have the best of both worlds, so it's alright. It's alright. Let's see what medals I got on. I think I have, like, guard. Probably need Nisha. Yeah. Let's do all Nisha. Boop. And games. Class trial. Bite. Alright, let's do it a few more times. Alright, pin the message. Okay. Take skulls if you got them. Shoot the ruby weapon if you got that. And I missed an extra turn, but it's okay. Boom. Sauna's here. How's it going? Tyrion says 0 out of 5 till I click like. Rainman says ridiculous work week so far. Just now playing this week. I missed the 10-year pet. Oh no. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's not to be a Debbie Downer, but it's probably not coming back. So it's unfortunate that they, you know, there's some stuff like that in this game where you like kind of just have to be on that day or you're not going to get it. That's what they wanted. I mean, that's a strategy that the devs use. It's like the fear of missing out thing. But just on a rant, I mean, you know about it ahead of time, but still, like, if you're not really thinking about it on a random Wednesday, when a lot of people probably aren't really dialed in, like you're dialed in on a Monday, you're dialed in on a Tuesday, you're dialed in on a Friday maybe, but on a Wednesday, if you're not really thinking about it, you could miss something that you just can never get again. Kind of crazy. But that's what they want. They want you checking in on the game every single day. So that's why they put stuff in there like that. Yeah, we missed the late. We were just having sausage parties up in here. I think Anita showed up at the end of the stream yesterday, though. We have Roxy here sometimes. Sausage party. Sausage parties aren't bad. I'm not saying they're bad. Sometimes the boys gotta be the boys. Sometimes we gotta see who can do the loudest burp. Sometimes we gotta play doorknob. You fart and you punch them on the shoulder. You run, touch the train. You fart and you run and you touch the train, you know, the doorknob on the train. Otherwise, you get punched in the shoulder. We gotta play our little games. Our manly games. You know, see who can pee the furthest. No girls allowed. Yeah, let's build a fort. Let's get some boxes. Go find some sticks. We're gonna go into the woods. We've been chilling here for a while. We're kind of scoping out the area. You know, there's a little bit of wooded area nearby. Somebody drew a wiener on the side of the train. And we're going in the woods. We're building a fort. No girls allowed. We're gonna build a tree house. Get some, we got a hammer, left-handed hammer, some nails. Got a little planks of wood. We're gonna build some steps up the tree trunk. Maybe make a rope swing. Kick our croc to the moon. Do an underdoggy. See if we can spin around the tree. Play some pogs. Hey, Sana's been a member for 20 months. Got 4 more to go, and you got 2 years. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, let's see. So yeah, I already showed the code, but there you go. That's what that would be like. Hey, if you have everything in the game and you just want to get it done, do triple Eye of Argus with the ruby weapon. Let's try to make a mid-level team now. So I'm gonna take everything off. Base rarity. Okay, now I'm only allowed. This is probably gonna be annoying. Like if you have a Eye of Argus or a ruby weapon is the way to go. So anything other than that is not gonna be great, I don't think. Probably gonna have to do the Fist of Zorn, Tricknala business. Yeah. I don't even know if I'm gonna have 3 teams. Because what the heck would you do without Eye of Argus or the ruby weapon? 7 red, 7 brown. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. Let's do this team again. Let's do Mang. I'm only gonna have 2 teams, I'm sorry. There's just no mid team. You either have everything or you have this. And class, probably just stick with Titan. Banner. The first 2, the bottom 2 are empowered, so we got 2 browns. Definitely going brown. We got brown, red, yellow, purple. We could do brown, yellow, or brown, red. Brown, red minus yellow? No. Brown, red minus blue? Sure. Let's go all in on the Mang. Of course, you would switch to... Let me do this. I'll show you the code while I put in the chapter. Woo! Sana with the gifted, thank you so much. Anita's been a member for 14 months. And Anita with the gifted. Kicking down the door to the boys-only clubhouse. They got the secret word. They know the secret word. It's crotch. The secret password is not crotch. Everybody else that's not allowed... Everybody else that's not allowed to know the password, it's definitely not crotch. Barbarian. Barbarian. I'm gonna put mid-low, because there's no mid. We'll say 17. 1745. Do 3547. 3547. Anybody know what that movie that's from? I don't know if I'm saying the right numbers though, but you'll know it. If you know the movie, you'll know it. I think I'm saying the right ones. Is it 45, 47, or 35? It might be 45. A 45, 47. Alright, let's go. Here's your low slash mid, mostly low. Let me update the thing here. So we got 14 out of 20. Let's go. I might have to start doing this every day. I'm sorry. I'm not talking about it. Shut up, Cinny. Shut up. 4. Just do it and don't talk about it. You talk too much. You talk too much. You never shut up. You talk too much. Man, you never shut up. Yeah, I got it. I think I did. We got 2255. 2255. What's that? 14. Alright, we got yellow to skull or green to skull. Yellow to skull. Green to skull. We don't really have it. Let's just... we also got blue to skull now. Blue to skull. Do we have it anywhere, though? With this team, you kind of, like, gotta look... You don't really have to early like this, but I'm just showing you how you would use the team a little bit deeper. You have to see if you have alignment. You know, you got yellow to skull, you got green to skull, you got blue to skull. And you really want to get an extra turn. You don't have to, though, if it's super early. Like, right now, I could just cast it and be fine. Like, they're not gonna... It's not gonna backfire too bad and kill me. And that was good, too. That worked out. Get that. We win. So an okay team. This is the best I can do for you with this restriction. It's like a Grosh knock orc restriction. Rayman says, yeah, it hurt a bit, but not worried about it. Oh, yeah, the pet? Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much. Not that big of a deal. It's a FOMO thing for real. If you have enough pets from whatever kingdom it's from, it's really not a big deal. Some people really worry, like, people play this game differently. Yeah, there's achievement hunters, there's collect-a-thon people, there's people trying to, for whatever reason, hurry up and beat it, which you can't really do. But different people play the game different ways. So if somebody missed the pet on Wednesday, and they're a collect-a-thon person, like a collect-em-all, a gacha gamer, then they would be very down about it. But in reality, it's really not that big of a deal, whether you have the cake or not. You know? Not that big of a deal. It's not gonna, like, if one person has the cake and another person doesn't have the cake, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference if you didn't know. Use Mang. Okay, we got yellow to skull, green to skull. We got a brown extra turn. Yellow to skull, green to skull. But yeah, did you guys hear Tacit's only streaming once a week now. Keeps cutting it back, cutting it back. Just news. I don't really have anything to say about it. I really do, but I think it would be self-sabotaging to say. But yeah. Streamers are going down. We're a rare breed now. Gems of War streamers are getting rarer and rarer. Especially the OGs. They're all kind of gone. All we got's new booty streamers and pre-recorders. And pre-recorders that stream every once in a while. As far as like a daily Gems of War streamer, I'm like the only OG left at the moment. I mean, he could always come back, but I hope the best for it. And you know, if everything goes good, he probably won't. So if I'm hoping for everything to go good, then I kind of hope he doesn't. He found that game. That's what we're looking for. I'm honestly, I would be jealous if I wasn't so happy for him. I'd be jealous, but I consider that I like that person, so why would I? Yeah, I'm like happy for him. So let's see. Green's good. We got blue. We got yellow. There's yellow. We got blue. Well, that was cool. That was a good demonstration of what the team's supposed to do. Like, every time we cast it, we had the next thing on deck, and then had alignment on the next thing, and alignment on the next thing, so that worked out great. That was a good showcase of that team. I think I'll drop the mic and leave it there on that great fight. How it's supposed to go. One thing I was thinking, if you find a way to get a Skull Storm, it would be even better. But I kind of just like the Titan, with the Brown Storm, with the Rock Solid, with the 50% start, you know? But if you want to, you could look for a class with a Skull Storm, and then it would just make everything go a little bit faster, at least. The way I have it, it's a little bit safer. You could make this team a little bit faster with the Skull Storm, probably. Like, doesn't Archmagus have one or something? I don't know. Plague Lord, something like that. So that was the class event. Let's go check out, I think Tower of Doom, but I gotta bring up Terran's World, so my laptop is being a ding-dong. Chad says devs messed up the 10th anniversary pet yesterday and put in the campaign pet instead. Really? I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I know Crisp is still streaming. He's just, you know, he's more of a newer streamer. I was talking about, like, the OGs. Crisp used to be in my chat like 3 or 4 years ago, and he wasn't even making videos yet. You know what I mean? I've been around like 8 years. So I'm talking more about Tacit, me, you know, Key Lime, Rel, Genki, Granny Gems. All those people. Not that even Genki was an OG. It was more like me, Tacit, Key Lime, Loot Wizard. But yeah, Crisp is definitely streaming. He's just one of the newer ones. Last couple years. Let's see. So we're gonna do Tower of Doom. 25, 30. Save. I need Terrence World though, dum-dum. Which saying a person's a newer streamer has no like shade on them at all. You know I like Crisp, and I would never tell anybody. Yeah, go check him out for sure. He's on my featured channels. You can tell if I like somebody if they're on my featured channels. If they're not there, then I probably don't like them. Okay, Terran's World. We need to go to the Tower of Doom map. We're gonna do a little bit of Tower of Doom, a little bit of Underspire today. After we just did the class event, did 2 teams. That's about all I could squeeze out of it. Man, my secret password for my guild, Tower of Doom, is not crotch. Let's see, where are we at? Floor 9. I need to do some Tower of Doom. I'm doing like 4 floors a day. You know, I always split up everything over 7 days, so I'm only going to around 26 to 30. So I figured if I do 4 a day, that should be alright. So it's Thursday. I'm a little bit behind. Alright, 2 is unlock, and everything else is nothing. Oh, this is my deep team. We could keep going with that, I guess. I don't really feel like changing it. This is my deep scout team for scouts. Yeah, but what's up with that, Chad? We got the wrong pet or something? Jet says Tastic gone to full Brighter Shores mode. His subscribers should get a boost. It already did. He had 15.4 and he has 15.7. He's already gained 300 subscribers from that. You see, that's what we're trying for, y'all. That's what we're trying for. I'm not saying I'm not gonna, like, go down to 1 stream a week or anything. That's not my strategy. I think his strategy is good and everything. I'm just saying that's not mine. Mine would be find another game and then, you know, 50-50 probably. Like, 50-50 Gems of War and whatever the other game is. At least for whatever. I might change my mind eventually, but that's what I was kind of hoping for. Find something like... But I don't look as... He plays newer games. And he knows... I don't know. He doesn't have any kids. He doesn't have a car. He doesn't have a... You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time to be looking up new games all the time. And trying them and knowing... Having my thumb on the pulse of a new MMO. Got a Devour. Nice. Hell yeah, Chad. I'm still subscribed to Loot Wizard. Jet says one of the Groshnock weapons, Bone Scraper, starts a Bone Storm. That's a good idea, man. I wish I'd thought of that. Okay, so Bone Scraper might be a good idea. Mark says, I got 2 Eye of Argus on my mobile account last night with 300 event keys. I like that troop. Hey, that's a good haul. That's not too many. You got it within 300. That's a good deal. Congrats, Mark. The news article showed a different pet. Okay. Alright, let's see. We got, yellow extra turn. I think I'll do Marilith. More interested in getting up Zul'Goth than taking Skulls. Plus the Skulls will change to this. I'm just leave them up there. Then use them on the Doom. I still think the other team I showed on Monday would be faster. Probably up until a point. That's how every event is, almost. You kind of want to start with one team and switch to a different one later. Usually. You don't have to. I don't really even do that a lot of the time. But, you could. I mean, if you really wanted to min-max, you would start with one team, go about halfway through the event, and switch to a different team. If you wanted to get it done as soon as possible, as quickly as possible, without messing around at all. Alright, 2 is unlocked, 3 is life, 4 is life, 5 is life, so we're just doing 2. Once again. I would like to get to floor 16-ish today. I don't know if we'll do it all on this stream, but maybe we'll go do Underspire, then come back to this if we have time. Because that's not up to me anymore. Red. Oops, had a purple extra turn. What a ding dong. What a dingbat. What a doofus. Let's take this out of here. Make room for more skulls. Let's make room for more skulls. Do that. Get a devour. Nice. Get out of here. This team is kind of satisfying. I used to not like it so much. Like, it's when Centurion came out, like, we all know. I mean, I'm just telling you. I was not a big fan. I like Centurion. I just wasn't a big fan of switching to it over, like, you know, High King Irongut, Zul'Goth, or the Fireblade Zul'Goth I kind of liked more, because it was still the world record, and I don't know. I was just like, that's where my head was. I'm like, well, Fireblade's still the world record, so... But Centurion's really safe. So I like it now for being safe. Like, especially like Deathless in the factions. I think it has its place. If you can't use High King Irongut, like you have like a red in something, then I think Centurion definitely like earned a spot in the game. Definitely earned a spot in the game for me. On those factions, those Deathless, red, Deathless factions where you can't use High King Irongut. I just stay loyal usually. Like, if it isn't broke, don't fix it type of deal. So I'm loyal to Takshaka, I'm loyal to High King Irongut. I don't know. I have a loyalty issue where I'm too loyal. Alright, we gotta take some skulls here. Let's use Marilith. Kill it. Dun, dun, dun. You know what I saw the other day while I was driving? It wasn't even the other day. I've been meaning to talk about it for a while, and I don't know if I've talked about it before. But I was pulling up to a light, a red light, and there was somebody already sitting there. I think I've already told this before, but I feel like saying it again. I gotta keep looking at Terran's World, sorry. Floor 11 is 2 armor, 3 armor, 4 haste, 5 unlock. So I'm gonna do 4 and 5. 4 and 5. But yeah, it was a red light. I was pulling up to it. It's like a T intersection where you can go left or right. You can't go straight. There's a left-hand turn lane, a right-hand turn lane. That's it. And I was going left, pulling into the left-hand turn lane. And there was a few people ahead of me, like probably 5 people. I was like the 6th car turning left. The light was red. It might have been like the 3rd or 4th car, whatever. Anyway. But I left a little bit of a gap because I felt like the person in the front was being dumb. Like, they were back way off the line. You know how people do that sometimes? They're, like, way back off the line for whatever reason? Like, I get it sometimes. Like, if a big truck comes and they gotta do a wide turn or something like that. Like, I get it sometimes, but not every single time. Like, you're only sitting there for a second. Like, you don't have to sit way back off the line every single time. But, person was sitting so far back off the line that the sensor wasn't going off and the light stayed red forever. It was... They're so stupid. It would not turn. The light wasn't turning because the light didn't even know somebody was sitting there. And that's how a lot of, like, stoplights work these days. There's a sensor. If you look up at the... near the lights, there's, like, this white box. And it's a sensor, and it's looking down where you're supposed to be sitting up on the line. That's where it's pointed. Where a car should be sitting with its front bumper on the white line. And they were way back. They were like a car and a half back. Like, not even like normal. Normally, like, if people are way back off the line, they're like half a car back. This person was like a car and a half back from the line for whatever reason. And like a big truck with a trailer on the back, like a pickup truck with like a trailer with like a zero turn in it or something. So I'm sitting in the line, just like 4 cars back, like just sitting there for 5 minutes. Like, what the heck is going on? Is this light broken or something? And I keep looking up, like, oh, that guy is like way back off the line. That's why. And then like, the other cars keep going and going and going and going. And then for like a minute or two, there's just tumbleweeds. Nobody's coming. We're still just sitting there. He's still not even moving. He's just sitting there, a car and a half off the line. The sensor still doesn't know that there's a giant line of people here. Now we got like 15 people waiting to turn left for like 3 minutes. At least, like, there's 4, 5, 6 of us sitting there for 2 or 3 minutes. And then a couple of minutes later, while we're still sitting there, now there's like 10 cars behind me waiting for 2 or 3 minutes for this guy who's a freaking car and a half off the line and the sensor can't see him, so the light's not turning. He's holding up so many people by being stupid and sitting way back off the line. So I was smart enough to not, like, get right on the bumper of the person in front of me. Like, I didn't queue up all the way. I kind of, like, sat back, left, like, a half car in between me and the person in front of me. So after a while, knowing this person's never going to move, they're never going to move. They're just going to sit there forever and be an idiot and not realize there's a sensor and just sit a block and a half off the line for whatever reason. I just turn into the right-hand lane, and I go around everybody, and then I get in front of him to make the light change, and then I just go. And as soon as I do it, the light changes. Like, as soon as I place my tires on the line, the light changes, and everybody should have been thanking me, because they would have been sitting there forever. And I don't care if you don't like it. Like, I just helped so many people by doing that. So I don't care if I did a crazy maneuver. There was tumbleweeds, nobody around, and we're all just sitting there picking our nose for 5 minutes straight. So I go into the right-hand lane, nobody's coming. We're just blocking all the traffic anyway. Nobody can even get into the right-hand lane because there's a parade of cars so far back that it turns into a single lane. Like, it breaks into the left hand and the right hand eventually to get up until the light, right? But behind that, like way back, it's just one lane. So this person's like blocking the entire thing. People can't even turn right now. So I was able to go in the right-hand lane without like worrying about anybody coming because we have a huge parade behind us and nobody's ever going to come unless they do the same thing as me. I'm super careful, but I go around everybody. I pull in front of this truck pretty much, and as soon as I like get in front of them, the light changes because the sensor sees me and there's nobody coming either other direction. Turns green, everybody gets to go because of me. This one dummy's holding up everybody for, it was at least 5, it was crazy. Like, there's no way it was a coincidence or anything like that. Like, it was so long, it's the longest I've ever sat at a light. And the guy was so far off the line, like, it had to be, yeah. I'm not, like, just guessing or just coincidence or just confirmation bias. Like, it definitely was not seeing them. So that's the type of stuff, like, dude, you're being so, like, you're so dumb, you're selfish. Like, that's crazy. Like, learn how to drive. Gets on my nerves. Boom! Alright, where are we at? What level? Floor 12. Let's do one more, and then we'll move on to Underspire. We got 2 attack, 3 luck, 4 magic, 5 unlock. So we're going to do 3 and 5. Luck and unlock. 3, 5 boss, then Underspire. Alright, Chad's out of here. Thank you so much, Chad, for being here and throwing me them strip of dollars. I will put the thong on. I will show you feet pics. Throw me the stripper dollars like Chad did. I will show you my thong. My back tattoo. My tranny stamp. Is that what they call it? Tramp stamp, sorry. Said the wrong thing there. Oops. My tramp stamp. Let's see. Supernova, hello. You wasn't able to sign in? Was it down for maintenance? I don't know. Anita says pet up. And Sauna's yield. Is it the mini mimic? Yeah, that's one of the good ones. No more thong talk. You want me to play Dark Souls? You want to see some Dark Souls? I think it was 5, right? Tower of Doom map. I always forget. I have such a crappy memory. I'm saying all kinds of dumb stuff. Alright, 5. 5. It was 5. Yeah, there's 3 pets that really matter. It's Mini Mimic, Moon Moon, and Lucky. And they matter in that they give you 5% extra, so it's not like that much, but it does help, and it's nice to have. The sooner the better. It's kind of like Death Knight armor. The sooner you commit to buying the Death Knight armor, the better it's going to be. The sooner you get Lucky fully ascended, the better it's going to be. The sooner you get Mini Mimic fully ascended, the better it's going to be. You know what I mean? Like 5% you could scoff at that, but if you're getting 3,000 a fight or something, you know, that's an extra 150 gold every fight for the rest of your life, which adds up over time. It's kind of like getting more tribute. Get extra gem every time you take tribute or something. It'll add up. It's like might as well. It's kind of passive, so passive stuff like that is always welcome. A little passive extra 5% gold or souls or experience. Those are the pets I like. Those are my favorite pets. If you had to say, what's your favorite pets, Cinny? Which would be a crazy question. Be a funny question. Even though I don't hate pets, I just hate pets during bot event. That's it. But I would say, probably Mini Mimic. A little bit extra gold. They should make a pet that gives you extra gems for tribute or something like that. I don't know if that's possible, but they could do so much more with pets and make it so much more exciting. Like we said before, they could have like a little spell that they cast. Jump in, join the battle, kind of, just like once a fight. It's not like, there's no mana cost, it's just a little tiny spell. Doesn't have to be game breaking. It can be enchant one ally on your team or something. Just once a fight. The pet jumps out there. You get to see your pet jumping into the fight, enchanting one of your troops. Or like death mark one enemy or something like that. Like, and it's free. Like, you don't have to take a turn to do it. Like, you get to cast it once a fight. Devs, if you're listening. Devs, if you're listening. Give every single pet a tiny little spell. And make it free to cast whenever you want in the fight. Like, it doesn't take a turn. Like, of course it has to be your turn, but it's not going to use up your turn. So, like, the little Grim Reaper pet can do a death mark to one, like, a random enemy or something. Whoever, like, whatever other pet can do a random enchant to your team or something. Or you can choose. That'd be cool if you could choose, but they'd probably make it random. And then every pet would have a different one, or you could even give some of them the same one, and just that way, like if you like the look of one, and you could choose to wear it, and then it matters which one's on your shoulder too, right? Instead of it being where it doesn't matter at all which one's on your shoulder, like it is now, make it to where it actually matters which one's on your shoulder, because let's say there's 10 different pet spells, and you have to choose between. And there should be like a drop-down menu with like, hey, this is, what type of pet is this? Is this an enchant pet or a death mark pet or a whatever? Maybe there's a pet that can do a storm. It starts a storm. If you want a skull storm, it'll start a storm for you. They could do some cool stuff with pets. They could make every single pet have a different spell, or they could just make groupings. Like, oh, let's say there's 300 pets. There's 10 different spells. So 30 pets all have the same spell, but then you have to have it on your shoulder to use the spell. So then you just choose between the 30 whichever one you think looks the coolest. If you want an enchant or a death mark or a skull storm, you choose whatever one you want to put on your shoulder that looks the coolest. Then you wouldn't have to think up 300 different spells. You would just do groupings. And then like a pet that would give you extra gems for tribute. That'd be cool. Like Lucky, Mini Mimic, and Moon, except for gems. Or maybe for Dragonite, maybe it's like a... We need some, like, gnome pets. Gnome pets. So anytime you get a gnome, if you have the Dragonite gnome pet, you'll get an extra 10% Dragonite or something. And that would be not game-breaking. That's nothing. If you get 50 Dragonite, you'd get 55. But people would want it, and they would go after it. I don't know. They're just not thinking right now. They got a path they're on, and they're not getting off that path for anything. They don't listen to ideas. They're not out there watching somebody stream and stealing their ideas and making videos. They're just la 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 with their fingers in their ears. We're doing PvP. Guild Wars? What's that? I don't know. I've never heard of Guild Wars. The heck is a Guild Wars? Isn't there an achievement tied to Guild Wars too? Achievement hunters. You know, a lot of your... once again, devs, if you're listening, I didn't know it, but apparently a lot of your players are achievement hunters. Like a portion of your player base are achievement hunters, okay? Whether it's 25%, 30%, 50%, I don't know, but it's a portion. There's achievement hunters in your player base. So if you have an achievement, like the Guild Wars achievement, if there is one, I'm just speculating here, spitballing, because I think there is, and then it's impossible to play Guild Wars, how you're going to lose any person that would have been playing this game in the last year that was an achievement hunter, and they start playing the game and they realize that they can't get one of them, because it's impossible and the game mode's not even in the game anymore. They're not going to... Why would they continue to play this game? All they care about is hunting achievements. Okay? So if you make one of them impossible, then they're not going to play. As soon as they realize it, you might trick them for a month or two. But normally that person would continue to play until they get all achievements. Now they're just going to play until they realize one of them's impossible. And then they're going to quit. So you're losing potential new players. Like if you're going to gain 100 new players every month, you're losing like 25 of them by leaving. Like at least take the achievement out until, yeah, I don't know. Do something. It's crazy. All right, let's do underwear. I got 3 dragons down. I'm looking for the 4th, maybe, probably. Let's catch up in the chat. I see yoke. Mark says, I switched my PvP class from Elementalist to Archer. That root trap is so much better to fight with. Yeah, it all depends, you know. Depends what you're doing. I don't know what we're talking about here, but Elementalist I mainly use for, like, PvP situations. Or really hard stuff where I'm dying and losing and stuff like that. If you're trying to go fast, Elementalist is not the answer. Elementalist is more for difficult things. That's why you normally see me using something like Archer or Titan or Thief or Archmagus, or, you know, getting a 50% start with Mechanist or Geomancer. Like, I'm usually thinking about going fast. But then when I'm doing PvP, Citadel Wars, I'll do Elementalist. Or if I'm in like a super difficult pure faction, or, you know, super deep faction, I might do Elementalist. Or I'm super deep on the journey or something. Professor says a slug hoarder pet that gives gems. It's a good idea. Sana says like the pets that are for troops. Exactly. Yep. So like there's Tesla and Tina pets that give them a little bit of extra stats. Except for those you don't even have to wear on your shoulder. Those just count no matter what. So unless you have to use Tesla and you have to use Tina. That's a good example of how pets work. If you look at the pets that give stats to troops. Because all you have to do is own them, but you also have to use the troop on your team. Like, you're getting extra stats for Tesla, but you have to use her to get the extra stats, right? Like, duh. But that's for every pet in the game. If the pet gives you extra attack for beasts, you have to use beasts. But it still applies whether you have it on your shoulder or not. The thing you really got to think about is what your team is made up of, not what pet's on your shoulder. So if you want the boost from Tesla's pet, use Tesla. You don't have to put the Tesla's pet on your shoulder though. If you want the extra boost for Tina, use Tina. So anytime you use Tina, you get the boost, whether you have the pet on your shoulder or not. So it's just stats for Tina, stats for Tesla, no matter what. Anytime you use them, no matter what pet's on your shoulder, you're getting the Tesla pet stats, the Tina pet stat. I'm pretty sure they didn't change the whole mechanic just for those pets. I mean, we could look at it, but I don't think you have to wear the pet on your shoulder. You never had to do that for any other thing. Because then, like, what if you have, if you have, one way to check it would be, like, put Tesla and Tina on your team. And then, you can't wear both pets, so just see if you're getting stats for both of them, and if it changes if you put the other pet on your shoulder. So, Underspire, we got this team. Yeah, let me check that Bone Scraper. Okay, so deal damage to an enemy. The only problem with this is we have to be Orc. That's the only problem. But I don't really care about getting Mang up, so maybe. That's a good idea, I feel. And we get to do, well, I don't know. Seems okay. Let's do blue-brown now. That's good. So we have to be an Orc, though. So we gotta be, is that Barbarian? Might be a good little tweak to our team. Yep. Alright, let me check out the talents. Gain 4 attack. Okay. Tangle the first enemy. That's good for this team. Dust Storm, Leaf Storm. What are we gonna start with? Dust Storm. Giants, 1 life and magic. Green allies, 3 attack when enemy dies. Guess I'll do Vengeance. We got Enrage. Elementals, Wargear, Taurus. Okay. We're gonna switch to Barbarian. The only bad thing about that is no 50% start. But it might we gotta cast the weapon to get the Bone Storm. So it's kinda a little conundrum. Like, in Underspire, you don't have Explode and Enchant Potions. And then we don't have a 50% start. And the way that you get the Bone Storm is by casting the weapon. So, we're kind of making it harder to get our mana to get a Bone Storm. But we have to get the Bone Storm. The only way to get the Bone Storm is by casting the weapon. But let's see. We start with the Dust Storm. The thing we're losing is the 50% start, but it was just for Mang, really, and I was really just taking Skulls anyway, so no big deal. Let me put a chapter in. If my laptop would not... It's freezing, so I'll play the game. Alright. Classic, how's it going? Did I just crash or something? No? Okay. Alright, so we're looking for Skulls here. We've been a little low recently, haven't we? Maybe it's because I haven't been streaming as long, though. I feel like we gain viewers the longer we go. Start slow. I also have to look at concurrence to see if it's... Alright, so now we got our Bone Storm. Got our Bone Storm. Let's just cast this. Let's try not to take out skulls. Bang. Boom, boom. Boom shakalaka. Anybody remember Boom shakalaka? 45, 47. Do 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 do. 45, 47. My chat's not working, I'm sorry. I'll get it fixed in a minute. Let's do the next fight. Try to put in the chapter. Come on. Come on, you love... You have one job. You have one job. What's it mean if you're bad at your only one thing? Like, this thing only has one job and it's bad at it. Does that mean it should be thrown in the trash can? Come on. Underspire. I'm typing... There we go. Alright, I think it was like the 55-minute mark or so. Please let me get this chapter and I'll be done with chapters. Save. Taking skulls. Taking skulls. Whoops. Taking skulls. We get mana too as we take these doom skulls. They kind of blow up and we get a little bit of mana. That's helping getting our weapon up. I'm only really going to cast it if I don't have skulls, I think. Like right now, it's a good time. Green, extra turn. Skull, extra turn. Yeah, I like that. Good idea. You can still use Mang if you're like a... Well, I guess if you have 3 Eye of Argus, you're probably not a beginner. Alright, we got 109 and 102. So we're going highest level to try to find the next door. I gotta buy my torches still. This laptop is killing me. I need to get a new one so I don't have to talk about it. I will, I promise. Before we're done here, I'll get it. I'll get one. Should make everything faster and less annoying. Like, maybe... Sometimes I come into these streams, like, annoyed. So I probably talk about stuff I shouldn't talk about because I'm annoyed. Because my laptop was acting up for 30 minutes before I started the stream. So that you get me, like, even more annoyed than I would normally be. I should have just took the skulls, probably. But it's alright. I just want to read my chat, please. Hello? Hello, please? Can I read my chat, please? I'll read it off this screen. Mark says it's your amazing stats and resources, Supernova, that they thought you were cheating. What happened? Yoke says, so does Xbox get different stuff in Soulforge versus PlayStation versus... It's not supposed to be like that. The way the game was for like 8 straight years, or however long Soulforge has been in the game, it was the same for every platform. I think except for maybe Switch. Like for a while there, Switch was different. But everybody else was always the same. PC, mobile, PlayStation, and Xbox, we all had the same Soulforge. At least for the most part, right? There might have been a time and place where it was different, but like the majority of the time and the way it's supposed to work is everybody has the same one. That way we can keep track of it. Like if on Terrad's World you can keep track of like what's been in the Soulforge. Like it's easier to keep track of if it's just all the platforms are the same. You can still keep track of it even if they're all different, but it's just more difficult. There's, you know, if one person's keeping track, and they're on PC Mobile, are they going to go out of their way to also keep track of Xbox and PlayStation? Now you need 2 more people. It just makes it harder. I feel the way it's supposed to work is everybody's supposed to have the same Soul Fortune. Ever since they put those dragons in there, the Dragon Egg dragons, the 2000 Dragonite, you know, target down the dragons, it's been different for everybody. Mostly. I feel like sometimes PC Mobile and PlayStation are the same, and then Xbox is different. And then sometimes they're all different. But yeah, for years and years, we all had the same Soul Forge. And that's why you see like a weekly preview video and you can just go over the Soul Forge for so many years. I never had to say anything about like, oh, well, I don't know what Xbox is and I don't know what PC Mobile is. Like, I never used to have to say that. You would just say, this is the Soul Forge. And that's another thing. Like, that's another thing that makes it easier. If you're making videos and you're just trying to help people decide what to get in the Soul Forge, you can say, you can hit more people. PlayStation, Xbox, and PC and Mobile. If it's all the same, if they're all different, how am I supposed to know what it is? Especially if you're jumping on, helicoptering out of bed on Monday to hurry up and make a video so you can get more views. You're not going to go checking around for 30 minutes about what the Soul Forge is for the other platforms. You're just going to go ahead and do it, and they're just going to get left out. Or you have to just wait, like when I do my stream, that's when I can say, hey, if anybody has a different Soul Forge, let me know. But then somebody has to let you know, because then people after that are watching after, they're not there at the time, so they can't say, yeah, mine's different. So somebody at the stream has to say something. And if they don't, then people watching after are just kind of screwed. It's just bad all the way around for them to be doing that. And ever since those dragons came in, it's been hit or miss for sure, at least. There's the guy I was talking about. He should have a death mark. A little one-time fight, free cast, something. I don't know. Make him do something. Alright, so there's the door. I went highest level, went straight to the door. Let's buy our torches, so I don't forget. Sometimes I forget. Then I'm like, why do I not have enough torches on? I always make it, but then sometimes I have to buy torches on Saturday and Sunday, because I forgot on like Monday or something. Try to remember every day. I'm going to do this fight because I have to do it no matter what. It's right by the door. And then my chat crashed. Awesome. Yeah, if you want to, Sauna, let me know. I can go over it if it's different. Even though we're on Thursday now, and I'm sure, like, nobody's looking for it, but it'd be cool to know if they're still all different. I'm guessing they are still, because they've been like that for like a month now. Like, all different. Not all the way, like, there's always one similar troop. I feel like, there's 4 mythics, and normally, like, PC Mobile and PlayStation will be the same, and then, like, Xbox will have one of the same troops, or 2 of the same troops, but then, like, 2 different ones. And that just screws everything up, because it's taking them all out of the pool, and now, like, they're going to have different options the next time. And the more they do that, the less similar they're going to be. Because they're, like, if you take out Jotnar and we take out Mistralis, then they're not possible the next time. And it just gets worse and worse and worse to where they're never going to be similar eventually. Like, down the line, it's going to just get worse. Hopefully they fix it. Maybe at when the cycle's over, they'll fix it. Because they probably can't do anything right now. Like, what happened probably was when they put those dragons in, they probably put them in at the beginning of the cycle. It screwed everything up. Because they can't ever do anything without screwing stuff up. They're, like, clumsy. The devs are clumsy. They can't do anything without dropping it all over the floor or spilling stuff. So, they put a new dragon recipe in the Soul Forge. And they screwed up the Soul Forges for all the platforms and made them all different. So now they're not the same. But that also, the cycle's going now, so they can't, like, change it. So we gotta sit through this entire cycle until they can fix it. Because they can't fix it in the middle of a cycle. So we're kind of stuck with all having different mythics and different Soul Forges until the entire cycle's over, I think. And hopefully they remember to fix it when the cycle's over so it doesn't happen again. But you know the devs are so clumsy. Anytime they put anything into the game, it used to be that whenever they would add something to the Soulforge, we would get those one-time only offers. Like it was a good clumsy. Like they would drop a bunch of money on the floor. But this time it's a bad one. Like they spilled a drink on her shirt. Alright, so now we don't know which way to go. I feel like it's normally not that way, but I think it's like the middle way. Whatever way would be the most annoying. It's not the first way, and it's not the way that was right before the door. It's back here in the middle somewhere. Just guessing. Whatever can be the most annoying is what they would make it, even though it's random. That's my strategy for doing Underspire. Where's the most annoying place the dragon can be? With an asterisk by it. Demonic portal gems. Alright. Alright, my whole chat reset, so if I didn't answer a question or something, let me know. Alright, Sana's got a chart on Discord. I still haven't been there. Of course I was wrong about... I gotta go talk to Trey, if nothing else, so that'll get me back on Discord. Because we might be grouping up on Sunday for EverQuest. And I should probably say something like today. He's got to get his character to where I am, and he might need to gain a couple levels or get a different character nearby, so... I don't want to, like, say something the day before. Try to be considerate of other people. Think about other people, you know? You know this one YouTuber that I hate? It's that Sinnycool guy, because he thinks about other people, and I hate that. Let's see. You know what? He talks about how he thinks about other people, and I hate that. Alright, so hopefully this will work with the whole way through. I'm kind of nervous about like getting backfired kind of deep. But we'll see. You guys want to see anything different, let me know. If you want me to go back to Tower of Doom or the class event, or you want to see some PvP, or you just want to see me play the game normally, like I would fire it up and start playing like normally, that's gonna be just like XP booster, adventure board, dungeon, and then on from there, but it's never super exciting, but it could be worth seeing if you don't know what to do. Or if you want to see what I do or something. My streaming strat is to show you teams so you have what you need. And not to do what I need to do. Let's take out some rows with no skulls. I'm just gonna go way down here. Starting to hit me pretty hard. Horde. Classic says, ooh, the worst. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Sana. Like, they made it harder. Like, if the bot only works with one Soul Forge, and there's 3 different Soul Forges, it's just the devs being jerks again. Like, they don't see it as a big problem. They don't care. Like, it's not, they don't consider that broken. We might consider that broken, but they don't consider, that's like way down on their priority list. Anything having to do with money offers is anything having to do with money offers or us getting extra stuff is way up on the list. Like, oops, we made something better, we better fix it. They're getting more, we better fix it. Oops, they can't access this money offer, we better hurry up and fix it. But if it's some, like, quality of life thing, like Soul Forges all being the same, they're like, whenever we can get around to it. We'll try to remember to fix it next time, but maybe. Guild Wars, whatever. You know, they said that Guild Wars would be back this year. They only have like a month left, and I don't think it's on the schedule, so I think they lied. I think we caught him in a lie, in a very long, elaborate lie. They said Guild Wars would be back this year. Do you know that? Let's see if it's back this year. Let's see if they lied or not. Are they liars? Alright, skulls. Skulls. Alright, I do need to be doing this, so I don't care. You know, if you guys just want to see this for the rest of the time, that's fine. We got like 20 minutes left. I almost played Dark Souls today. I was like, I better play Gems of War. I don't want to be like... We already have like the least amount of streams ever. Just with one guy stopping, he was doing it every single day, so it doesn't matter. Like, we're getting less right now, no matter what. So I don't want to be also like giving everybody less Gems of War streams too. So I just went ahead and did Gems of War today. But I did have a slight moment where I was like, it's Thursday. I know people don't care too much about Thursday Gems of War class event. Not the most popular Gems of War day. I almost played Dark Souls just for fun. We can continue with our Naked Maniac. Our Naked Maniac. This giant two-handed sword. I might play that every once in a while going forward, just whenever I get the urge. On a random Thursday or something. Just play Dark Souls. We'll just keep going with that guy. Two-handed strength builds, Zwihanda, Naked Maniac. Oh, they killed my hero. That's fun. You're PvP tired? Your YouTube crashed? Hey, I mean, it's been because of me recently, so. Alright, we found the dragon. That's cool. Let's kill it. This is kind of what I get I get a dragon a day. Keeps the doctor away. A dragon a day. Keeps the orbs to stay. Dragon a day keeps the orbs to stay. Keeps the mythics bougie. A dragon a day keeps your mythics bougie. Because they get gold elite, you know? Remember that for Underspire. See, I got lots of stuff. A to the Z, throw event key. A to the Z, throw event key. A dragon a day keeps your mythics sexy. They're gold elite. But if you don't like sexy mythics, like, I get it. Maybe you want like a mythic next door or something? Maybe you like the mythic next door? You don't want a sexy mythic? You don't want a gold elite your mythic? You think that's too bougie? You prefer a nice rustic look? You don't want all the marble and chrome and stuff like that, you know? Nice wood. Nice little rustic farm mythic. Instead of all that flashy gold eliting and achievements and stuff. Like, who cares about kingdom level and power and achievements and having sexy looking mythics? We want a rustic, farmhouse look. That's why we don't do Underspire. We know a dragon a day keeps your mythics sexy, but we like the old rustic farmhouse look. We don't want sexy mythics. We need to find... Where's the door? Okay, it's right there, you idiot. Alright, let's go through the door. Usually I will get a dragon a day to keep my mythic sexy. And then I go through the door like one fight so I know where I'm going next time. Even though it's not really hard to figure out, but just to make it as easy as possible. Like, oh yeah, that's where I was. I went through the door. to make it even easier. I went through the door, I fought a fight. This is the way I'm going. I'm not going back past the door. You never do that unless you're going for sentinels. You never go backwards in an Underspire. Unless you're doing the proper sentinel skipping instead of fighting them immediately and wasting torches. I guess, though, if you do fight your sentinels, maybe you can get more torches by opening the chest, though. So I don't know. That's just the way I do it. I save them for last. It costs a torch to open... Costs a torch to fight a sentinel. And then you don't always get torches back. So I'd say most of the time you're wasting torches. But, yeah, sometimes you could be that person that says, yeah, well, I get torches by... That'd be the argument. Every once in a while, 1 out of 10 sentinels, I get 2 torches instead of... I gain 1 torch. So that's why I do my sentinels immediately. And I'm not patient. And sometimes, every once in a while, I get 1 extra torch. Alright, so that's that. Play a game I like. Yeah, I mean, I like YouTube, though, you know? I want YouTube to be successful. That's above everything else. So whatever makes that happen. Like I told Crow, my favorite game is YouTube. But I also like playing my favorite games on YouTube. But, you know. Let's see. So we did Underspire. That was enough. Like, that's everything. I don't need to do any more Underspire today, so that's cool. I guess I'll just do my dailies until you guys get out of here. Mark says, I've been telling him, but he won't listen to his bodyguard. I said, play what Cinny wants, then we will follow. Professor says, any guesses on how many gems it takes? Thought I heard it was like 1,000. For Underspire, it's like 750. 750. You do 2 a day. Do 2 a day. It's 150 gems a day. So 50 is the first one, 100 is the second one. It's 150. You do that on Monday through Friday. So that's 5 times. 5 times 150 is 750. And, yeah, that's usually enough. Unless you get really unlucky. Like, you could get lucky and not even need that many. Or you could get really unlucky and have to buy more. But the average is 750 gems to get the entire thing done. And then you usually have some left over to go back and do a couple sentinels, too. And then you leave the option open if you want to buy more torches to go after sentinels. Like the way I do it, anyway. Some people do sentinels immediately, like opening a vault key during a vault event, but some people don't listen. But it's a video game. You play it the way you want to play it. I'm just here to tell you the way I play it. And you can follow my lead or you cannot, because it's a game, and who cares, right? Alright, I just need to do... I hate... This one's like you can't do it actively. You have to just wait. So, collect tribute. I gotta wait. So, screw that. We got some gems here. So, let's level Nightweaver a little bit. Sana says, we all liked Elden Ring, something like that, Mark, and attracts other viewers. Yeah, that was good. That was good. It was like hit and miss, though. Like, if I came up with some crazy cheese for a boss, it was really good. And it was fun. Like, we had fun. But otherwise, it wasn't like we were getting more viewers or getting more anything. So, like, in the grand scheme of things, it was alright. Like, I would definitely do it again. It's one of my favorite games. I was going to play it no matter what. And then we had some bangers in there. So it was cool. I would do it again. I wouldn't, like, not do it again, but it wasn't, like, crazy awesome either. It's not like if I play a game I like to play that more people come to the stream. Or I get more views or anything, or... I mean, if I need to play a game I like and then shut up about YouTube is what I need to do. I'm too busy talking about inside baseball, and it's just been so long, that's why. Like, I used to not... That's why when people leave comments about how it used to be better a couple years ago, 3 years ago, well, that's back when I was not... You know, I've been doing it for 10 years or something now. It's like, geez Louise. I kind of wish something would happen already. I need the pooper get off the pot. But yeah, I'll definitely play games I like. I think I'm going to do that every once in a while. Like maybe every other week, I'll fire up something. Probably just Dark Souls for now. Because we already started it. I might as well just play through it. Or maybe like a Dark Souls 2 speedrun where I can just do it all in one stream. Or I can practice like D-Rust. I might D-Rust Dark Souls 2 speedruns just for fun. I would have to watch my own video guide. Isn't that crazy? I can't even remember. I can remember it, but there's like little things you have to do, like take all your armor off while you're opening this door, and make sure you buy this from this vendor at this time, or else, you know? So for the Dark Souls 2 speedrun, I would have to watch my own video guide to remember how to do it properly. I remember like the route, but I don't remember every little thing. Like you gotta grab this ring so you can do this drop later, and you gotta get this armor so you have enough souls to open a door later, and you gotta kill this merchant, but not this merchant, and you gotta go here, you gotta go a specific way. And in that game you can go like several different ways, so you gotta remember which way to go. I'd have to watch my own guide. But I might do that one day. Like, I've been thinking about that a lot. Like, I want to de-rust Dark Souls 2 glitchless speedrun. Maybe I can be a speedrunner before I retire. I was never, like, good enough, though, to get on a leaderboard for that game. Because there's, like, this one strategy that I don't do that I need to learn. Because it's really risky. So I was still practicing. Like, I wanted to get everything else down, but there's this one strategy where you get the... There's a ring in Dark Souls where you have your health under 20%, and you do extra damage with this ring that you get, and you have to use it on some of the bosses, and that means pretty much you can't get hit at all by the boss, because you're under 20% health. You do tons of damage, and they die really fast if everything goes perfectly, which is what a speedrun is, you know, everything going perfectly. But, if you just mess up a little bit, like they kill you in one hit. So I was still like kind of making sure I was good to even try that one. And it saves like a decent amount of time if you do it. Scorpioness Nachka. It's like, I think she's the first boss, or the one you use it on for sure. You're stuck on raid. At least bugs aren't stuck on raid. Spray them with it. Punch a spider through the wall. Karate kick. Karate kick a spider. Classic says I started playing the new Pokemon Pocket and posting vids on my other channel. Doing well. Nice, man. I've thought of making a different channel, but I don't know. I've been doing this one forever. I thought it'd be hard to build up a whole nother channel. Like, you get monetized on a channel, you kind of just want to keep going. I don't know if I want to go through that struggle again. This game, my channel is basically like RPGs, you know what I mean? That's the channel. Everything I play is pretty much an RPG. This is a match 3 RPG. Dark Souls is an action RPG. EverQuest is an MMORPG. If you ever wanted to know, like, what is your channel anyway? It's not just Gems of War. It's like, it's RPGs, but I kind of play the same ones mostly. I do like horror games. Like, I could play some horror games. I like tactics, but that's RPGs as well. Always been an RPG type of dude. Not like a super duper, you know, I don't know everything about them or anything, but the ones I play I really get into, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like an RPG expert, but it's like my favorite game. I think you get the most bang for your buck from an RPG, you know? Like any other thing, like if you do like whatever, Assassin's Creed or something. Like, you're gonna beat it and it's gonna be done. You know? Guess you could, like, you can make any game last, though. If you like speed run, try to beat it on different difficulties, do all achievements. Like, I don't know, I'm always trying to get the most bang for my buck. So I like RPGs because they're really long and usually you can play through them multiple times doing different stuff. Like, if you play Diablo, there's a bunch of different classes and you could try to beat each difficulty with every different class. Or with EverQuest, there's a bunch of different classes, a bunch of different races. There's a giant world that you can never see everything of, even if you think you did. Like, you haven't been in that one room in that one dungeon, you know? Have you ever been in Upper Guck in the mushroom area? Or you ever fought the whatever and wherever? It's so giant, like, it's almost impossible to see everything. But yeah. We did not hit our goal, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Let's do the dungeon. Let's reveal the dungeon. That's one other thing I gotta do. Watch me get it perfect. Nope. Alright, cool. Kinda happy. I did not feel like doing that dungeon. Alright, so we got this done, right? We just gotta collect income. Oh, we gotta do 2 mini bosses and explore. I usually do just Galvania, level 12, Stellarix. Maybe I can get a couple of these off before the stream's over. Yeah, we got 14 out of 20. That was close. We'll get it one of these days. We'll erase the wiener off the side of the train. We were trying. We had the soap bucket out there. We had a magic eraser. We was trying to erase the wiener off the side. Somebody snuck in. You know, it's been sitting there for a minute. So, it's kind of, we're like a sitting target. Sitting duck. We're not on the move. Normally, we're on the move. We're going from place to place. We're not just sitting there, but it's kind of been sitting there, like getting rusty a little bit. Like cobwebs. So, somebody drew a wiener on the side of it. I don't know who it was. It came in like a thief in the night. Oh, I drew a big wiener on the side of the train. We're gonna clean it up though. There's a car wash. They got a train car wash. If you didn't know that, we're gonna drive to it one of these days. Next time, that's where we're headed. That's our destination. Soon as we get it fired up and moving again, we're gonna take it to the train car wash and wash the wiener off the side. I promise. Pokemon Pocket. Alright, I better catch up in the chat. Ooh, I got a merchant. Just looking for green deeds right now. I don't need ingots. So I'm turning him down altogether. Okay. Sauna says, I found the last game also fun. Play it on the phone. Mark says, I'm looking for a game to play on Sundays for a break from grinding PvP. Anita's back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Classic says, EverQuest channel is actually my second monetized channel. First channel demonetized due to inactivity. Oh, no. That's cool, though, dude. You got 2 of them. You got 2 of them, man. That's an accomplishment. Anita says, pork chops, potatoes, and melody of veggies is served. Mark says, find a game that the choir can play with you, and let's try that sometime on stream. I know, I was thinking about doing that. Like, EverQuest we can, a little bit. I know you guys can't, but, like, the EverQuest people. And then, like, maybe Elden Ring, Mark, like, I could help you through some boss fights or something, like, if you're playing that. I think I need PlayStation Plus or something, though. I don't have it right now. I had it, but then I let it go. I need to get it back. Donna says Spellforce is the same, a giant world, and you can choose classes, even talents. Mark says stop saying wiener. Sana and Anita will start talking about male stripograms that Sana got yesterday on her birthday. There you go. TCGs. Alright, y'all, I gotta go. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot to get about the channel comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. Same time, same place. We got Arena, right? So, I like Arena. Live vicariously through me. You know what I mean? It's like watching somebody mow the yard, or watch somebody on YouTube fix a car, or watch somebody on YouTube flip a house or something. Like, come watch me do Arena. That way you don't have to do it. Just watch me do it. Yeah? It's kind of fun. Watch somebody cook. You watch Gordon Ramsay cook, or the Property Brothers flipping houses. Like, you're not going to flip a house, but you watch them do it. You know? Maybe you're not going to play Arena, but you can watch me do it. You know what I mean? So, anyway, I'll see you there tomorrow morning. And have a good rest of your day. Thanks for joining me today. Classic, Mark, Sana, Anita. We got Mark, we got Anita, we got Classic. My chat is not going to be complete. The professor was here. Yoke the Ham, Supernova. Anita. That's one thing I hate. We haven't been able to do the entire roll call for a while now. Since I moved, pretty much. Because my chat keeps crashing. Let me see something. Wonder... I might be able to. Like on my phone, maybe. Hold on. Not that this matters too much, just something I do, you know. I know Tyrion was here. Alright, this is acting up, but that's a thought. Hold on, maybe. Alright, so, Supernova, Yoke, Anita, Mark, Chad, The Clip Bomb, with a 2 We got MJK Jets. Sana with the gifted, thank you so much. Anita with the gifted, thank you. Yeah, this one doesn't have it all either. Never mind. I know Mark was here first. I remember that. Who was second? It was Mark and... I'm horrible. I'm sorry. It was Mark and somebody was here first. Alright, Fame Funding. Chad with a 2, Mark with a 2 starting the train, thumbs up and a heart for you. Anita with the gifted, thank you so much, you're a legend. Sana with the gifted, thank you so much, you're a legend. Sana has 20 months, Anita has 14. 14. Alright. And I just closed the whole chat. Good smart job. Smart. Come on. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. We'll see ya. Have a good one. You're the best. See you tomorrow. Peace out. Endangered species, man. I'm an endangered species. Better save the zebras. Save the zebras. Save the you know, cuckoo bird. Gonna go extinct.